Jet Legends 2025 marks a defining moment, a pivot point in the grand narrative of India's aerospace ambitions.
And the arrival of the Tejas Mk2 stands as the singular, gleaming symbol of that evolution.
This aircraft is far more than a collection of advanced alloys, wiring, and computational systems.
It is the tangible result of a decades-long national tapasya, a relentless pursuit of technological sovereignty.
The Tejas program, originating in the 1980s as a dream of self-reliance, has navigated a complex and often arduous journey.
Facing technological hurdles, shifting geopolitical sands, and stringent international sanctions.
The initial iteration, the Tejas Mk1, was a monumental achievement in its own right.
A platform that allowed Indian engineers and scientists to master the fiendishly complex arts of modern fighter design.
However, it was all a compromise, a lightweight fighter born into a world increasingly dominated by heavier,
more versatile, and longer-ranged adversaries.
The 2025 Tejas Mk2, therefore, is not merely an upgrade.
It is a rebirth, a profound statement of intent built upon a foundation of hard-won lessons and relentless ambition.
Developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited under the strategic guidance of the Aeronautical Development Agency. The Mk2 represents a quantum leap in capability and philosophy.
It signifies India's deliberate transition from a defensive, point defense-oriented air power doctrine
to one capable of projecting power, asserting dominance, and undertaking deep, offensive operations.
This shift is embodied in the aircraft's very classification, a move from the light combat aircraft (LCA) category to the...
This recategorization is not semantic. It is a fundamental redefinition of India's combat aviation potential.
The Mk2 is engineered to outmaneuver, outpace, and outfight any adversary in its class,
placing it in direct conversation with established global benchmarks like the Saab Gripen E, the Lockheed Martin F-16 Block 70, and, in certain mission profiles, even challenging heavier platforms like the Eurofighter Typhoon in terms of avionics sophistication.
This aircraft carries the soul of Indian innovation, the strength of national determination,
and the promise of a future where India controls its skies with unshakable confidence and power.
This evolution from a defense importer to a defense innovator, as encapsulated by the Mk2, is the cornerstone of the Make in India initiative. For decades, the Indian Air Force, IAF, has operated a diverse and logistically challenging fleet of aircraft, procured from Russia, France, the United Kingdom, and the United States.
While effective, this reliance created strategic vulnerabilities, high life cycle costs, and a dependency on foreign suppliers.
The Tejas Mk2 is the antidote.
It is a platform designed, developed, and built on Indian soil, fostering an entire ecosystem of domestic suppliers, high-technology research institutions, and a skilled aerospace workforce. Its presence on the tarmac is a declaration that India can design, build, and fly world-class combat aircraft,
Capable of meeting the complex demands of 21st century warfare.
It is, in essence, a statement that India's technological maturity has finally converged with its geostrategic aspirations. The Tejas Mk2 is not just another aircraft. It is the embodiment of a nation's ascent, a machine that commands respect.
Not merely for its capabilities, but for the journey it represents.
The distinction between the Tejas Mk1/Mk1A and the new Tejas Mk2 is one of the most critical,
Yet sometimes misunderstood aspects of the program. Drone link.
This is not a simple incremental update, akin to adding a new sensor or weapon. It is a fundamental metamorphosis.
The Tejas Mk2 was conceived as a lightweight point defense fighter, intended to replace the aging MiG-21 fleet.
Its primary design constraints were agility, simplicity, and low cost.
Adhering to the classic lightweight fighter energy maneuverability theory.
While it achieved these goals, modern aerial warfare has evolved.
Particularly in the complex South Asian theater, has evolved.
The contemporary battle space demands persistence, range, and payload. The ability to fly further, carry more,
and remain on station longer.
This is the operational gap the Mk2 is precision engineered to fill.
By transitioning into the 17.5-ton medium weight category, the Mk2 fundamentally alters its strategic and tactical utility.
This increase in mass is not superfluous. It is purposeful.
The most visible change is the aircraft's physical size. The Mk2 features an extended fuselage,
which provides the internal volume necessary for two critical additions: significantly more internal fuel
and a robust, integrated, low-high aerial refueling probe.
This immediately addresses the most significant operational limitation of its predecessor, range.
The Mk2 boasts an operational range exceeding 1,000 kilometers on internal fuel alone,
granting it the legs for deep strike missions, meaningful combat air patrols, and maritime strike operations.
Far from its home base.
This enhanced persistence is a force multiplier. It means a single Mk2 squadron can exert influence over a much larger area of responsibility, reducing the need for forward basing and complex logistical chains.
Furthermore, the airframe's redesign is not merely a stretch. It incorporates refined aerodynamics,
including close-coupled canards, which enhance lift, improve agility at high angles of attack, and optimize stability,
particularly with heavy external payloads.
This transition to a medium-weight fighter also unlocks its true potential as a multi-role platform.
The Mk1, while capable, was payload limited.
The Mk2, by contrast, is a veritable weapons truck, a direct result of its stronger undercarriage and powerful engine.
With a staggering 13 hardpoints and a payload capacity of 6,500 kilograms, the aircraft can be configured
for virtually any mission profile without significant compromise.
A single sortie could see the Mk2 armed for air superiority with a full complement of beyond visual range (BVR) missiles.
And on the next, it could be configured for a deep strike mission, carrying precision-guided bombs.
This flexibility is the hallmark of a true 4.5+ generation fighter.
It allows operational commanders to seamlessly switch the aircraft between offensive and defensive roles,
adapting to the fluid demands of a modern conflict.
This metamorphosis from a lightweight contender to a medium-weight champion signifies a doctrinal shift for the IAF,
providing it with a versatile, indigenous tool capable of dominating the full spectrum of aerial warfare.
From air-to-air dogfights to strategic ground attack missions.
At the core of the Tejas Mk2's impressive performance envelope is a symbiotic relationship between. The airframe itself is a testament to modern aeronautical engineering.
A deliberate evolution of the Mk1's successful delta wing layout.
From the outside, the Mk2 exudes confidence.
Its sleek lines, carefully chined forebody, and precisely engineered intakes all contribute to a more efficient
and inherently stealthier profile.
The designers at ADA have masterfully optimized the aircraft for higher agility and improved stability.
Particularly at the edges of the flight envelope, we held it together.
The structural integrity is flawless.
The strategic use of advanced composite materials throughout the airframe is a critical design choice.
This extensive use of composites yields a threefold benefit. It dramatically reduces the aircraft's overall weight,
thereby enhancing its thrust-to-weight ratio.
It increases structural rigidity and durability, leading to a longer airframe life.
And it significantly reduces the aircraft's radar cross-section, making it less visible to adversary radar systems.
The redesign of the aircraft's wings and control surfaces further enhances this aerodynamic prowess,
giving the Mk2 a decisive edge in both high-speed interception and close quarters within visual range WVR combat.
The addition of close-coupled canards is a game changer.
These small forewings generate a vortex that energizes the airflow over the main wing,
providing enhanced lift and control, especially during high-alpha maneuvers.
This allows the Mk2 to point its nose and deploy weapons at extreme angles, a critical advantage in a dogfight. This aerodynamic sophistication is coupled with a quadruplex digital fly-by-wire flight control system. This system, a mature evolution of the one perfected on the Mk1, translates the pilot's inputs into precise control,
ensuring stability and maneuverability while preventing the pilot from exceeding the aircraft's structural limits.
This carefree handling allows the pilot to focus on the mission, not on flying the aircraft.
Under the hood, the TJS Mk2 is powered by a true thoroughbred, the General Electric.
This single power plant generating a formidable 98 kilonewtons of thrust with afterburner.
Represents a significant 20% boost in power compared to the F404 engine used in the Tejas Mk1 and Mk1A.
This enhanced thrust is the key that unlocks the airframe's full potential. It translates directly into superior combat performance, vastly improved climb rates, faster acceleration,
and a higher top speed exceeding Mach 1.8.
More importantly, this power-to-weight ratio allows the Mk2 to maintain high energy levels during combat maneuvers,
and provides the thrust required to carry its full 6,500 kilogram payload without a prohibitive penalty in agility.
The F414 is a mature, combat-proven engine, also powering the FA-18 Super Hornet,
which de-risks the program and ensures high reliability.
This combination of a refined, low-drag, high-lift airframe and a powerful, efficient engine gives the Tejas Mk2
the kinematic performance to compete with and defeat any fighter in its class, solidifying its role as a lethal and credible instrument of air power.
If the engine and airframe form the Tejas Mk2's brawn, its advanced avionics suite constitute its formidable brain.
The aircraft is a true digital apex predator.
Designed from the ground up for the information-saturated, network-centric battle space of the 21st century. The pilot's experience begins in the cockpit, a space that is less a traditional flight deck
and more an advanced command and control node. The Mk2 features a full glass cockpit dominated by a large area.
Panoramic multifunction display that fuses data from all onboard and offboard sensors into a single.
This is complemented by a wide-angle holographic head-up display and a helmet-mounted display system.
This entire interface is governed by the principle of hands-on throttle and stick, HOTAS.
Where all critical combat and flight functions can be managed without the pilot ever needing to remove their hands.
The objective is to minimize pilot workload and maximize situational awareness.
A concept often termed reducing the cognitive loop.
In the high-stress, split-second environment of modern aerial combat, this intuitive control is
The crown jewel of the Mk2's sensor suite is its indigenous UTM, Active Electronically Scanned Array, AESA radar.
This piece of technology represents a monumental leap in capability over the mechanically scanned M-scan radars.
Unlike an M-scan radar, which must physically point its antenna at a target.
An AESA radar consists of hundreds of tiny, solid-state transmit/receive modules.
This provides incredible advantages. The radar can simultaneously track a large number of targets at very long ranges.
Missile away! Missile away! Engage multiple targets with precision-guided munitions and interleave different modes at the same time.
Furthermore, AESA radars are inherently more resistant to electronic jamming. They can also operate in a low probability of intercept, LPI mode, to detect adversaries without being easily detected themselves.
This radar allows the Tejas Mk2 to see first, shoot first, a dominant tactical advantage.
This powerful radar is fused with a comprehensive, integrated electronic warfare and self-protection suite.
Aircraft is equipped with advanced radar warning XR.
This data is fed into the central mission computer, which can automatically deploy countermeasures. The Mk2 also features an internal, next-generation unified EW suite that can actively jam and deceive enemy radars. This deep integration of radar, passive sensors,
even in the most contested and hostile anti-access/area denial environments.
It is a platform built not just to fight, but to think.
The Tejas Mk2's transition to a medium-weight fighter culminates in its primary purpose, the deployment of ordnance.
A fighter jet's value is ultimately measured by its lethality.
and the Mk2 has been engineered to be one of the most heavily armed and versatile weapons platforms in its class.
This capability is anchored by its raw statistics. 13 hardpoints and an impressive maximum payload capacity of... These numbers are not just for specifications sheets. They represent a fundamental shift in combat mass.
This massive ordnance load, nearly double that of its predecessor, allows the aircraft to fulfill the multi-role promise.
It can be dynamically retasked for a wide spectrum of missions, from air superiority to deep strike interdiction.
This flexibility ensures that the Tejas Mk2 is never the wrong tool for the job.
For the air-to-air or air superiority mission, the Mk2 is a formidable duelist.
It is designed to integrate a sophisticated mix of within visual range and beyond visual range missiles.
Target acquired.
For close-in engagements, it will carry advanced high-off-boresight HOBS missiles like the ASRAM or Python 5,
which, when paired with the pilot's helmet-mounted display,
allow for point-and-shoot engagements at extreme angles. In the BVR arena, the Mk2 will be a primary platform for India's indigenous Astra series of missiles.
The Astra is a state-of-the-art BVR missile, and its integration onto the Mk2 provides a fully indigenous sensor-to-shooter loop.
The aircraft will also retain compatibility with other proven BVR missiles, like the Darby.
The AESA radar's ability to track and engage multiple targets simultaneously means a single Mk2 can theoretically
launch several missiles at different targets, overwhelming an adversary's defenses.
Where the Mk2 truly distinguishes itself is in its air-to-ground and anti-surface warfare capabilities.
Its 13 hardpoints and heavy lift capacity allow it to carry a devastating mix of precision-guided munitions.
It can be loaded with laser-guided bombs, GPS-guided munitions, and advanced cruise missiles for deep strike missions.
All while retaining enough hardpoints for self-defense air-to-air missiles.
This transforms the Mk2 into a credible strategic deterrent. Furthermore, its advanced avionics support the deployment of anti-ship weapons,
making it a potent maritime strike aircraft capable of securing India's vast sea lines of communication.
A key strategic decision in its design is the open architecture avionics, which ensures compatibility with a wide array of both Indian and foreign weapon systems. This plug-and-play philosophy not only future-proofs the aircraft, but also gives India maximum operational and economic flexibility, avoiding vendor lock from a single-source supplier.
The Tejas Mk2, with its extensive talons, is a true jack-of-all-trades, master of many.
The success of a modern fighter program is not just measured in the sky, it is proven on the ground.
In its maintenance bays, on its production lines, and in the global marketplace.
The Tejas Mk2 has been engineered with the entire life cycle in mind. HAL has incorporated the hard-won lessons
to ensure that the Mk2 offers significantly improved serviceability and faster turnaround times.
The aircraft is designed with modular systems and easier access panels for ground crews. This focus on maintainability directly translates into a higher mission readiness rate,
meaning more aircraft are available to fly at any given time.
For the Indian Air Force, which plans to indict several squadrons of the Mk2 to replace its aging.
This ease of maintenance is a massive operational and financial boon. It simplifies logistics, reduces life cycle costs, and ensures the fleet can sustain a high operational tempo.
This fleet modernization represents a massive step towards strengthening India's indigenous manufacturing base and achieving true self-reliance under the Make in India initiative.
The Tejas Mk2 program is not just an assembly line at HAL. It is the apex of a vast.
The program's success is shared by hundreds of micro, small, and medium enterprises.
This domestic supply chain reduces dependency on foreign suppliers, insulates India from geopolitical sanctions, and cultivates a highly skilled, technologically advanced workforce.
The Mk2 program is therefore a powerful industrial catalyst, driving innovation and building a sovereign capability.
It represents a paradigm shift from being one of the world's largest defense importers to becoming a serious player.
On the strategic front, the Tejas Mk2 is a powerful tool of statecraft.
Its very existence
an indigenous 4.5+ generation fighter, enhances India's technological maturity and geostrategic standing.
Its presence in international air shows has already begun to attract significant attention from potential buyers.
For many nations, the TJS Mk2 represents a highly attractive proposition, an advanced, versatile fighter.
This export potential is a key part of the program's long-term vision. Export sales would not only bolster India's economy, but also create economies of scale for production.
As India continues to refine its defense capabilities, the TJS Mk2 stands as a beacon of progress, innovation, and national pride. It is proof that persistence and vision can forge extraordinary achievements.
Securing India's skies and its place as a 21st century aerospace superpower.